Yeah, just went through the video I was just listening to from the ones I made earlier about the long rant I told you about. Uh, I'm gonna put them up. I'm gonna put them up. It ain't full detail of what I was saying last night because I was kirking the fall. I was pissed off last night, and I was going in a little bit harder. I'm not as loose as I was last night. You know what I'm saying? I was loose lip last night because I was going in like on everything. Like as a people, we need to step our game up. You know what I'm saying? And I might not even put this up. I'm just doing this. I'm gonna keep this for, you know what I'm saying, backup or storage. Maybe I'm gonna throw it up. Maybe I'm not. And I always say that I might throw it up. It depends on how I sound the next day, cause I'll be waking up in the morning after I fucking put videos up and be like, why the fuck I put that video up? You know what I'm saying? Cause I need to give a break. I need to take a break. You know what I'm saying? I just did like 30 fucking videos in like a week. You know what I'm saying? So it's been what, 15 days? I don't know, like 30 some videos. Over 30 videos in a week. I need to take a break and relax. Get my mind right. But it's just like keep going. I'm just getting it all out right now. And it's gonna probably be a quiet period where I don't be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let the video speak for itself, and I ain't gonna be saying nothing. It's already got them up, and it's not even. I like the supernatural topics. You know what I'm saying? I like the Mandela effect topic. I like those type of topics. These videos I just did today, these videos is different. They different. I'm going in about the kids and the mental health awareness on the kids, and it's different because I didn't think I was going to talk like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. I put them up as signs of mental health, but I didn't go in as much as I wanted to. But it's just the awareness of your kids, the different changes in their life, the different. You could tell you know your child. You know what I'm saying? You know your child. Nobody can tell you about your child. You know your child. You around your child every motherfucking day or every other day. If you bi-weekly, like I get my daughter every weekend. I try. It's her. I make it her decision. I told her that. I want you every weekend or every time you out of school. You with me. Any break, anything, you with me. But if it's just like some bi-weekly shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I did the bi-weekly shit, but since then I'm like, I want you every time you out of there from school. And when they was on the pandemic and they shut the schools down, oh no, you could come over here. You could come over here even when you on school. You know, you ain't gotta go to school. You could be over here with me. You could be in school with me, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with that. See, she like Fortnite. My oldest daughter, she a Fortnite baby. She don't be on there as much. She recently I don't know if her friends don't be her friends no more or whatever. She got these little group of friends she be on Fortnite with. And she social with them, like she talks to them. And it's a whole group of little kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like some little white boy, a girl, and a couple of other people. I just told her not to tell them where she from, because they don't know her like that and we don't know them. You know what I'm saying? because that's one thing I learned being on this internet thing. I remember, I'm just talking shit right now. I might just put this video up just talking shit. I remember I was online with somebody, and we was playing. I can't remember what game we was playing. I think it was boxing. I mean, I played so many video games with people online, and I just remember like some of these motherfuckers really cool. Like, you know, they after you play them, you have a good conversation with them. They send you friend requests and shit. You're like, oh, okay, nigga, I ain't your friend, but okay, I'll be your friend on here. You know what I'm saying? And some of the people come back. Like, I remember it was these two black dudes, and I was playing Madden. This was the old Madden. Xbox was out before Xbox 360. We was playing that, and he never seen nobody kick longer than a 30-yard field goal. And I'm like, nigga, that shit easy, nigga. I'm kicking 50-yard field goals on this nigga. He was so intrigued by that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit like made his day. He never seen that shit. He was like, dog, how the fuck you kick a 50-yard field goal or anything over 40? And I'm like, nigga, you don't know basic math, nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's basic math, nigga. So he kept stopping me on offense. Our defenses was fucking each other up. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't do nothing on offense. He couldn't do nothing on offense, but I get down the field enough to kick a fucking 50-yard field goal. So I remember beating this nigga in the game. And he was like, dog, I can't believe you just beat me with field goals. So I was like, nigga, it's what they call it? What they call in football? Is if the field, what they call it, the field something. Field aware? No, not field awareness. It's like getting the opposition the upper hand on the field. You know what I'm saying? That's what wins the game. So he sent me a game request, and he wanted me to play his homeboy. And his homeboy, we was the same as him. He couldn't do nothing on me on offense. So I remember the first field goal kick, we got the mics on and shit. This nigga said, dog, watch this nigga make this field goal from like 53 yards. And he was like, bullshit. Like the nigga ain't believe that I could make the shit. So this is some funny shit I'm just talking about. This I remember. So I kicked the fucking field goal and I make the shit. He like, dog, how the fuck you do that? I was like, dog, I had to tell him. I told him. I was like, you know how I kick this fucking field goal? You see the angle of the arrow that's pointing on the field goal? You aim it down, right? And when you aim the arrow down, it's going to kick in a more powerful way. The kicker is going to kick it more powerful. And you just make sure you get that ball all the way up. And it's going to go straight through like he kicked a straight line. You know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't fathom that because they had kick it like with the arrow. They never moved the arrow or whatever, I guess. So I was like, dog, it's mathematics, dog. It's some simple shit. It's nothing like special about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I figured out in those old Madden games. Put the arrow down, nigga. You put the arrow down and you kick the ball as far as it could go. It's gonna go in that direction and it's gonna go straight forward. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the wind, and if the wind is not involved for real. If it ain't no wind going towards you or going against you, you good. Especially if you in the wind, it's gonna go further. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pay attention to the wind. You gotta pay attention to the weather. I'm just talking shit about Madden. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling this nigga, that's how you do that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like real life in a way. You gotta pay attention to shit like that, little shit. So that's just some funny shit to talk about the game. I remember playing video games with motherfuckers on Call of Duty, calling me a whole rock of niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure every black person experienced getting called a nigga on Call of Duty. There ain't no way around that shit. I remember being in there, cause you know, on the my favorite Call of Duty is the World War II one that came on PlayStation 4. And when you play that one, you know what I'm saying? You can make your character black. So there be a whole lot of white dudes in there, and these motherfuckers all like they be ready. You know what I'm saying? They be ready for a nigga to jump in the room. And I used to be like, if I wasn't first in that motherfucking room, meaning if I wasn't the lead killer, cause you know they changed the kill cam, cause you know the kill cam was always the last kill. But on the new one, it's like whoever had the most kills or the kill streak, whoever had the best kill streak, they show. And if I was either the kill streak or I was in second place. So I'd be in second place 3 or 4 times. These motherfuckers sending me friend requests back to back, sending me friend requests. I don't even know these motherfuckers. But see, I don't gotta know. See, it ain't. I know y'all hear my channel and shit, and y'all be like, he always saying black or white, black or white. Nah. This shit is fun to me. I don't give a fuck if you keep calling me nigga all the time. I'ma laugh at your ass. You know what I'm saying? I remember I'm listening to some conscious shit on my phone. I'm listening to some conscious. I can't remember what I was listening to. I turned the shit off because I forgot that I had my phone on with my mic on. And the motherfucker that was listening, the motherfuckers that was listening in the chat, they was like, why you turn it off? Why you do that? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I was listening. And I was like, oh shit. Like, my bad, dog. Like, I forgot I even had that shit on. I'm listening to that shit, but I ain't think you could hear it. You know what I'm saying? I had a bullshit mic. One of them bullshit little, you know what I'm saying, fast food restaurant mics. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know you could hear what I'm listening to. They was enjoying the shit though. They was listening to it the whole time. What made me turn it off because I kept seeing my mic move, and I'm like, hold up, that joke, it's not off. I didn't turn it on mute, and they listening. These niggas got mad when they found out that I turned it off. So a lot of people want to hear, they just don't understand. Like they was like, damn dog, that's some deep shit. I never heard no shit like that. Like I wasn't trying to get them niggas to listen. They just heard some shit and it sound real to them. So they just wanted. And these motherfuckers ain't just all black. You know what I'm saying? Some of these motherfuckers is white. And I enjoy playing video games with people. Like I see white little kids when they be on social media, and they get on social media and they be like amped up because it's like you don't know them. You don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you get on that motherfucker, they can say whatever to you. Like, I had a problem with my little nephew getting on. I had to check him and be like, look, if you gonna be talking like this, if you gonna be saying little stuff online, you ain't gonna be on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Turn the mic off, or I'm a mute that shit every time you get on, because he said, like, of course he's black, but he said to me every time I get on, the little white, he be like, I could tell it's a little white kid. And I was like, how the hell can you tell it's a little white kid? Because he said they always calling me names. So I was like, look, don't let that bother you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you feel it, you gotta say something back to try to defend yourself. Don't say nothing. Just leave the room. You know what I mean? You playing Fortnite. Y'all know that Fortnite shit. Just leave the room. You don't have to sit there and take what they say to you. Like, you don't have to, because he was on there and he was talking to him, and they was like going crazy on him. Little white kid going crazy on him, and he was like, you must be white. And then I was like, why did you say that to him? And he was like, because he is, because it's always the little white kids doing it, and he's 7. So I'm like, look man, you gonna go through that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go through that online. Don't let that affect you. And if I hear you going back at them or trying to argue with them, I'm gonna just not let you play. And we shouldn't have to do this for our kids. We shouldn't have to tell them to be the bigger person. I understand. They kids. They all kids. Even the people saying it to them, that, but they was raised that way. I remember one day I was playing Grand Theft Auto online, and it was a little white kid on there, and another this dude. It was two other dudes, and one was they both was grown ass men, and they telling the little boy, the other little white kid, like, how old are you or whatever. He was way too young to be playing this game. So him and the mom of the little kid, I guess he said something to the little kid, and the mom heard it because she was listening from her background. So he said what he needed to say. He said, first of all, man, I'm a grown man, and why is your son playing a game that's 17, rated 17 and up? Real shit. Real shit. And this happened on Call of Duty too. The guy said to the girl, the lady, first of all, man, this game is 17 and up. And why is your son that's like 6, 7 years old, probably younger, playing this? And you know what her response was? Well, his father's in the military, so he could play military games of killing and doing all. And I'm like, God damn, like, what? Because his father's in the military out there really living that life. His little ass son could be on here with grown ass people playing them games. No judgment at all. I'm just saying, like, think about that for a second. She felt as it was okay that her little ass kid was out there playing a violent video game that he shouldn't even be on, because he was about 5 or 6. And them little kids them motherfuckers, I swear, them motherfuckers they know how to play. Like, he on that motherfucker, big, like, you hear him in the background talking. Cause little kids, they chatter, like, they be on the game just chattering and just fucking you up, you know what I'm saying, shooting you and laughing about it, like making you mad as shit cause you old as shit and you get killed by a little ass kid on the game, like these motherfuckers. But I felt where that, and I said I don't want to keep making it about race, but it was a white guy and it was a little white boy, so he started arguing with the mom, like, your child shouldn't be playing this in the first place. But she like, look, his father's in the military, so he could play this. So that was her excuse for him to play a 17 and up game, because his father was in the military. And it's okay because his father is out there fighting terrorists or whatever. That was some interesting shit for me to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, I stayed the fuck out of it. I was quiet the whole time. Because, like, I told my nephew, you ain't playing Grand Theft Auto, dog. I watched him play Grand Theft Auto just to see what he do when he was able to play it. Like, he was sitting there playing it, and I was watching what he was doing, and I was like, nah, you too violent. Like, you play the game, you do the missions, okay. It's part of the missions, you doing the missions. But if you going around just punching people, taking them out their cars, nah, you doing too much. That's going to affect your reality. So I was like, I had to tell his dad, I had to tell his mom, I was like, look, like, he can't play this game because it's making him, like, act violent, talk violent. It's making him think it's okay. Like, now, he'll probably try to play that Saints Row. Because you know Saints Row got superpowers, and you know how they changed that game up. It still got some graphic content. Same thing. But it's more on the comic book side of things. So I'm like, we need to monitor what you doing, man. But he understand, like, if I tell him turn it off, he know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't play Grand Theft Auto, though. That, like, we had Grand Theft Auto growing up, but when we had Grand Theft Auto growing up, when the old versions was out, it was like that blimpy view where you looking down on it like it's a blimp and shit. I remember that's when Blockbuster was out. We used to rent that shit from Blockbuster. And we used to rent that shit. We like, man, this game is vicious. If you could, all the stuff you could do in this game, if you could really do this, and it looked like, at the time, if it looked like a 3D world, that'd be the best, because it was like kind of like 2D. So you look like a 3D world, that'd be the best. And then Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. Man, that shit, nigga. We went to Blockbuster and we found that shit. Nigga, you know how they got the late fee? Like, nah, we can't. I wanted to stay. My cousin had got it. I'm like, nah, I'm staying here. I'm staying for an extra week just so we could play this shit. You know what I'm saying? That was the first installment of, you know, the main character was, I think, Tommy. And he ain't, no, was it Tommy? I don't remember his name. But he ain't talk. Nigga, we like, this is the best game they ever made, ever. Grand Theft Auto 3 is the shit. You know what I'm saying? You get to do whatever you want. You just run around doing whatever you want. You can go change your clothes. Well, in that game, I don't think you'll change your clothes, but you could go take any car you want. You could do all it. That was the shit. And I told you I was a video game nigga for a long time. Like, I don't even play video games no more. Like, I got a PlayStation 5. And, like, I played my PlayStation 5 for 2 minutes. And then I'm turning that shit off. Like, all I play is fucking basketball. Like, if y'all remember this game from Dreamcast, I downloaded it. It's called Shamu. That's what I'm playing. I got number 2. I got number 1 and number 3. Number 3 is under the Unreal Engine. If the same engine that they did for the Matrix game, it's under that engine. So it's like, it's smoother. It's the Unreal. If y'all know what the Unreal Engine is, that shit is like, I haven't even played that one. I played a little bit of that one, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go from 1 to 3. I want to go through the storyline again, because I had the Dreamcast when it first came out, and I had that game, and that game was the best. You go and cover who killed your father and all that. I still remember all of the secrets when they try to hide stuff. You gotta figure shit out in there. Like, it's like clues. Like, that game is the best. And the only reason I stopped playing it, because I went so far one day and I put it on rest mode. Soon as my nephew came home from school, he turned on Fortnite. Everything erased. I gotta do that whole thing over again from where I left off, and I really don't want to, so I stopped playing it. But I'm not a game nigga no more. Like, I be buying fucking games like that Spider-Man, that Miles Morales, that was the shit. But I don't even be playing none of that shit no more. I got the Star Wars and all that, and I was like, man, what's a Star Wars, a whole Star Wars game with just Jedi? You know what I'm saying? They got the dude I was telling y'all about from Gotham. They got he's the lead role in the Star Wars game. The redhead gay guy, Ian from Shameless. Like, I got that whole game. I played it like twice. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm a Mass Effect nigga. That sci-fi shit. You know what I'm saying? Mass Effect came in the game, and when they came in, they brought that you get to travel to any planet you want. You make up the storyline. That shit was the best. That was when I was into games. Like, cause games now is mostly online. Like, they mostly try to put all that shit online. Like, when you play online, that's how they try to make games. Like, is it a multiplayer online game? But a Mass Effect was a one person, like a story mode. You dictate the story of the you dictate the story of the character, and however you dictate the story, that's how the story end. And I played all three of them motherfuckers. I get that shit right. Matter of fact, I think I still got all three of them on my fucking PlayStation, on my account. And that was my shit. That was my shit. Mass Effect. I love that game. You get to create your own character, make them look like however you want, make them sound like however you want. Pick your gang and all that. Pick your crew for your starship and all that, like Star Wars and shit. You get to choose who got certain jobs on your ship. That's the games that I like, when you get to dictate damn near the whole game. Like, you in control. Travel to different worlds. You could do stuff in your own order. There's no set. Like, you don't have to do this mission, then do that mission, and do this mission. You could do whatever mission you want, and then turn out the way you wanted to go. And that was me. Like, I wanted to play games like that. Action is pretty good. Like, I'm waiting for another one. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for games like that to come back out. If they do, I doubt it though, because that's the past. It's all about playing Grand Theft Auto online, and I'm not. I got the Grand Theft Auto, but I beat that shit. Sister came out a couple of times. I got on PlayStation 5. Shit look the same to me. Ain't no difference. Kinda hint of difference. Color scheme, shit like that. But that shit ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? I thought Xbox had the best. I thought they had the best virtuals out of all games, because I was an Xbox fan at first, and the Xbox was popular back in the day. Remember they came out with the 2K. 2K came out on Xbox, the football, and they had the cutting edge. Then they came out with the ESPN. That was the best football game ever, because it was like Madden merged with that later on. Like, basically, like, say you using your running back and you run into a crowd of people, he's gonna react to that crowd of people instead of like streaming through and this one person can hit him. You know what I'm saying? He's reacting to his own people and the people that's supposed to hit him. If you get what I'm saying when I say that. Like, that's how that game was. That game was more realistic, because, like, say you're doing a running play, but the hole get clogged up, it's going to affect the runner. So if he try to run through the hole, he runs into his own person, it's going to affect him, and he's going to show that he's getting affected by, like, either slowing down or falling, or like running into the mixture of people, instead of that one person, like how old man used to be, that one person just going beyond the whole lineman and just tackling him through everybody else. Like, they changed it up so much like that. And Madden adopted that because Madden had to realize that that shit was more real. I think it was the All Pro game. It was an All Pro game. It was they had to adopt that system, that 2K system, because 2K was the first ones to start to do that, where you could be playing the game and you hit the two top triggers and you dip your shoulders when you hit the two top triggers and you running over motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They had to adopt all that shit. Like, man, now I don't even play it like that. I play it here and there. Like, I'm a seasonal nigga. Like, right now, basketball in season, so I play basketball. When football come back out, I play football. But I can't buy that shit when it first come out. I don't buy none of them games when they first come out. Cost too much. They got flaws. They gotta update their systems. I can't buy that shit when it first come out, because there's always something wrong with when you first get it. You know what I'm saying? It's always something wrong. So I let it die down, let the price go down. When that shit 30, maybe 25 or whatever, I'll buy it. You know what I'm saying? I take almost a whole year and then I buy it until the new one come out, and I play that motherfucker, and I'll wait till that new one go down. Motherfucker, I should just talk about video games on here. Shit, I'm already 30 minutes in. So yeah, I'm gonna just talk about video games then. Like, I like strategy games. My favorite game I ever played was on a PC. It was a PC game on a computer called Total War Rome or some shit. Total War Rome, I think. And it's like you get to set your troops up in different stance and different standards. Say you want them to fight barbaric, you could let them fight barbaric. You could put them in a lineup to fight in a line, and you set your archers up. You could do all that, but then when you zoom in on when they fighting, the shit look real. Like, you actually see them fighting, but you is the strateger. So you strategically put them in certain positions. Like, that was like the best game I ever played, was that I think it's Total War Rome, or Total Rome, or Total War, whatever. Those games are excellent, especially for people who like strategical games. Another game was Civilization Revolution. Same concept, but it was more cartoonish. And that's how you build. You basically build your empire. You choose knowledge or war or just getting resources, and you could choose science. You could choose to run your empire by science, or you could just choose to do it all at the same time. Science, but you basically take over land masses, and you make peace treaties with other countries of other people in the game. They got a number 2 to it. I can't really understand that number 2. I tried to play it and it was hard. Like, I don't know if I bought it. I think I had it on PlayStation Now, but I don't got my PlayStation Now no more. But like, you pick your world leader or whatever you want to represent. And my shit was always because if you pick certain people, and when you pick certain people, they got like you would start off at an advantage. Like, if you pick, they had Abraham Lincoln. So if you pick something like that, you automatically could get democracy, shit like that. And Like if you pick Egypt, you automatically just start off with gold and money, and your armies might not be as good, but your resources will be good because they had the best resources like Cleopatra and shit like that. So if you playing with other people, because we used to play this shit online, me and my homeboys, my homeboy and my cousin, we used to be on that motherfucker, and we'd tell each other like, look, if you attack me in the beginning, no attacking for like 10 moves, because it's like you got 10 moves. You doing whatever you doing, I'm doing whatever I'm doing, they doing whatever they doing. You don't attack in 10 moves. If you start the attack, then we gonna attack. So what I used to do, like I remember, like it get to the point where I'm just building up my science. You know what I'm saying? I'm building up my knowledge, getting all the smart people in my city, getting all the people to do the resources. Cause I told them, I was like, y'all attack me. I had you take a risk by doing that, because they could take over your shit, and when they take over your shit, you gotta try to get it back. But if they just build armies, then that mean that science ain't that good. So they're coming to you with that science. I mean, with their armies. Their army would be strong, but they still need the resources. You know what I'm saying? They still need the sciences. So I just build up just straight sciences. So I remember one time I built my shit up with just straight sciences, and we wasn't attacking each other. We just building it up. And I got the nuke, and I was like, look, they was like, yo, they came over, tried to take over my shit. I was like, look, dog, I was just chilling. Y'all want to come to, and we online playing this shit. Y'all want to come fuck with me, I'm gonna blow all y'all shit up. I'm not playing. So they was like, man, whatever, my army's stronger than yours. They told me, oh, you can't take my army. So you know what I did? I nuked their ass. Both of them. I nuked both of them. And when you nuke them, you send that motherfucking back to the Bronze Age. You know what I'm saying? You fucking, they could be highly classed. You could do trades with them. Like they ask you for, let me get this person, or let me do this, let me get this teaching or whatever. Let me get the teaching of this, teaching that. Like, I nuked their ass. I nuked both of that motherfucking ass. I was like, y'all was fucking sitting there playing with my ass. Y'all was taking on my little properties I was putting on the side. Talking about, you taking over the map. Nah, I'm not taking over the map. I'm just setting up some shit. And I nuked both their ass. And I sent both their ass to the fucking Stone Age. This is this funny shit from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because we was Call of Duty niggas. Like, we all be on Call of Duty. Playing that zombie shit. You know what I'm saying? We used to be on Call of Duty. Especially the one they had. What was the name of that one? Black Ops. I think that was the first one when they had, like, the presidents. And we on that motherfucker going through the... Because this when they first had, like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. It started off with Nixon. I think Kennedy was one character. I think it was Kennedy. And a couple of other presidents as characters on the game. And y'all running through the Oval Office or whatever. Or the whatever office, I don't know. And we playing that, and that shit was fun as fuck. Like, we used to play that on the regular. Other than when these niggas, we'd play a regular match, because we'd be online, all us be online in the party on one team, and we used to fuck people up. You know what I'm saying? We used to fuck people. My cousin, he a beast in this shit. Like, he been playing this shit from day one, like my little cousin. And this motherfucker, he got so good at the fucking game where he'd just pick a, you know how a sniper, he'd pick the sniper gun with, like, I always had to have the gun with 100 round clip. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna hit you and kill you with that. But this nigga was so vicious with it. He'd take the sniper rifle with one bullet, like one bullet, and then you gotta reload, and he will fuck you up with that one bullet, and he ain't aim. He got a sniper. He'll look at you in the scope, boom, real fast, like they was quick scoping. They called it quick scoping, quick sniping. I had to try to learn that shit. I'm like, dog, how the fuck y'all doing? And he told me how to do it. I did it. I could do it a couple of times, but man, that shit too complicated, dog. These motherfucking kids playing this shit. And this basically, I'm going back to the, like what I was talking about in my older videos with the kids. These kids is learning this shit. This motherfucker look at the scope, boom, hit you, boom, you done. They ain't even like, and then they show the replay, and you watching the replay of how they killed you. They didn't even look at you. They looked at you, run past, just put that scope on your ass a little bit and hit your ass, and you're dead. One shot. I'm like, man, if they could train motherfuckers through video games, like some of these motherfucking so-called killers is out here getting trained on these video games, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? That's scary. That's scary, because this nigga, these motherfuckers be, they had a whole, I remember we did a whole match with just sniper rifles. I was in last place, you know what I'm saying? I can't play that shit. But him and his friends, they just scoping motherfuckers. Boom, boom, boom. All you hear is one shot, reload, and they killing motherfuckers every time they shoot. Like every shot is a kill. And I see how some of these kids get influenced by in real life, and they say the video games did it to them, because these motherfuckers, I don't know how you could actually train somebody how to really shoot a real gun, because I used to go to the gun range on a regular basis with a actual gun, and the way they say they got trained on video games, man, it's another level of that. It got to be another level, because these kids can actually get on these video games and become killers, because they say you gotta hold a gun like this, you gotta hold a gun like that. Like they fuck you up, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like playing the new modern version of video games, especially that Call of Duty. I don't like the new modern versions. I like the old wartime versions from back in the day, like World War II and shit. The World War II guns and the World War II version. I can't play that modern version. That modern version, I don't like. It's not because the guns is different. It is. The guns are different, but it's just different to me. Like, I liked all of the old versions of the like that Modern Warfare 2 on the PlayStation 4. Like, that's my favorite one, because it's old school. You know what I'm saying? You don't got that Modern Warfare now 3 or whatever they call that shit. That shit is too, like, I don't like it. It's too futuristic. That Infinite War shit, that shit is too futuristic. I'm gonna go to other video games other than Call of Duty, because I'm a Marvel vs. Capcom person too, because I got that Dragon Ball Z Fighters. It's just smashing buttons, but it's strategically smashing buttons and knowing how to fight. Like, especially online, it's really intense. I like that game. I think it's Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Like, it's real intense. And when you play those, they go in. Like, you just pressing one button damn near the whole fight, but you using the other buttons to